Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. This is Richard, founder of shorttermrentalsecrets.com and Airbnb Superhost. Thanks so much for joining this live announcement. And before we actually get into announcing the winners in like 30 seconds, I just want to say that even if you didn't vote or you live in a remote place and you're a fan of the YouTube channel, you want to pay attention to the message that we're going to talk about at the end of this video. So just bear with all the Meetup stuff because there's something that's pretty important. I think you're going to find it interesting, be curious, so pay attention. Now, without further ado, and there's 6 people that are live here, I really appreciate it, especially at like 4 in the afternoon in the middle of a day. Without further ado, I'm gonna say thank you everybody for voting. Really appreciate the excitement. I can't wait to meet some of you. I'd like to meet all of you, and maybe one day that'll happen. You know, we'll have a conference in some place maybe a year from now, but in the meantime we want to get to know as many of you as possible, and so I really appreciate everybody voting for your cities. A lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and Charles and I are really excited to go ahead and meet you all. So tied for 6th place, drum roll. Charles, can you make a drum roll or something? I don't know. Anyway, tied for 6th place, Toronto and Houston. Tie, and that was 6 votes each. In 5th place is Sin City, Las Vegas. Am I doing this right? I think I'm counting wrong. No, that would be 4th place. 3rd place, the Windy City, Chicago. 2nd place, Los Angeles. I love LA. And in 1st place, the winner, it's a little bit unfair, New York City. Now, because of that unfairness and the fact that I live here, we're not going to go to New York City and call it the day. What we're going to do is try and meet as many of you as possible. So Charles and I have committed to a week in November. I think it's tentatively scheduled for the week of November 13th. And what we're going to do, we need your cooperation. We need people to like go and RSVP so that we don't fly to a city that's empty. But what we want to do is go to all of the cities that I mentioned. So I envision, and follow this map, like here's the United States, New York to LA, LA to Vegas, Vegas to Houston, Houston to Chicago, Chicago back to New York. So if we have interest and excitement, we're going to take that week, we're going to go on the road, we're going to meet all of you, all of the top cities. New York, LA, Chicago, Vegas, Houston, and Toronto, we're going to have to do another trip, but that's kind of like a day trip from New York, so we're going to do that. But we're going to commit to doing that, probably not in November, and we want to meet you all. Now, the changing gears, we're going to put a link where, Charles?
For RSVP?
Yeah, for the RSVP, we're going to have a link.
Email all these people.
We're going to email everybody that registered, whether they're in that city or not, because maybe they'll be traveling for work or they can come visit, they can be close. So everybody who gave us their email, who registered, we'll go ahead and tell you what date we're going to be where. Hopefully you can come. And then we're going to ask you, to the extent that you can make it, and it's going to be in the evening, probably from 6 o'clock until 9 o'clock. You don't have to come for the whole time. There's no set agenda, but we're going to hang out. We're going to have some food. We're going to have some drinks. We're going to get to know everybody. We're going to talk about what's ever relevant in that city, on your listings, make introductions, and just network. So real casual. Hopefully people can make it after work for an hour, half an hour, 3 hours, whatever it is. But we'd like to meet as many of you as possible. And before we go ahead and buy plane tickets to a city, we want to make sure that the people that voted either can make it, and or people that didn't vote want to stop in, so like that walk-in. But we want people to RSVP so we know what size, venue to get or where to meet, and also to make sure that the plane ticket, is worthwhile. So that's the plan. We're going to go ahead and email people. I guess we'll put a link somewhere in the Facebook group and maybe on the bottom of this video. Yeah. Something like that.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, cool. And then on to the more pressing issue is, we've been filming videos 5 times a week, Monday through Friday. You know that Charles and I are committed to helping as many people as much as possible. And you also know, if you've been watching our videos, that we've spent a lot of time and energy thinking about like how to do that. What's the best approach to help the most number of people? And we continue to riff on that. We've got a lot of really great ideas. We're going to announce, what is it, Thursday?
Thursday.
Okay.
2 days.
So in 2 days, we're going to talk about sort of what our vision is and how we think we can be most effective for everybody. Consequently, we're not releasing a video tomorrow's Wednesday, and then we'll release the video on Thursday that talks about our grand plans, and we hope you're as excited about it as we are. I think it's going to be fabulous, and I think it's going to be terrific for many people. Many people won't be affected, and some people will be affected in a positive way, but you're going to have to come back on Thursday to check that out. Anything else I'm missing, Charles? Any questions? I just want to say hi to the people that are live. Really appreciate you tuning in. There's 7 of you right now.
Just people asking about the link, so
the link.
Just tell them I'll send it.
Okay, yeah, we'll send that link, and hopefully that you guys can come, bring your friends, bring people that are interested in Airbnb. If you've got other people that just didn't vote, the more the merrier. We want to meet as many people, as many hosts as possible, and we want to get everybody excited to be part of this short-term rental community and contributing and networking. Charles is going to be doing something. I'm not sure exactly what sort of live streaming, video capture, B-roll, I don't know, putting together a best of something so that the people that aren't actually there with us can also benefit, so that, again, we're including everybody as much as possible.
Joe's in Houston.
Joe's in Houston. Is he coming? All right, Joe. That sounds good to me. I look forward to that. Again, just to recap, people that missed it, tied is Houston and Toronto, then Vegas with 7 votes, Chicago with 8 votes, LA with 9 votes, and New York City with 10 votes. And for the record, neither Charles nor I voted.
I did not.
Yeah. What else? Anything? Any other?
Jim, just giving you some credit here.
Jim, thank you.
Your informative videos. Getting ready to buy my first short-term rental. You were a mentor to me.
Awesome, Jim. I really appreciate that. Good luck with the purchase. Just make sure that wherever you're doing it is zoned properly, because you don't want to go out and make this big investment and then hope that you don't get caught. The rules are your friends if you follow them.
Can you tell Jack that I'll send him a link? I'll comment.
Yep. Jack, Charles says he's going to send you a link. He'll comment with a link, whatever that means. So.
Zach said, damn, he should have voted for LA instead of San Francisco.
See, Zach? Well, you could still come to LA, man. Just come join us in LA.
People watching from London.
Right now we have people from London?
Yeah,
oh, that's the other thing that we should talk about. Was there like 94 cities? There was some unbelievable number of global participation. I think Hardik gave me the number. I think it was something like 94 different cities were represented, which is just mind-boggling, right? This little short-term rental community, YouTube, Facebook, Airbnb. We know it's global, but it's amazing that people are participating from all parts of the world, and that gets me really excited, because I really want to learn what's working in Vietnam. I want to know what's happening in Sydney. I want to know what's going on in Toronto. And part of the reason that we're going to go and travel to all these different cities and take a week out of our lives and pay for the airfare and the Airbnbs and all that is to get to meet people, so that we can not only help people be more productive and more profitable in their business, but also so that we can see what's working and what's happening. And these sort of ideas germinate in my mind, and hopefully at some point become productive for me, either in my short-term rental business, in the next piece of real estate that I purchase or what I develop, or even how we contribute to the rest of the community, right? Sharing all of this. So, and now we're up to 18 viewers.
Ray said Santa Fe.
Santa Fe would be cool. Never been. New Mexico.
Okay.
I'd like to go to Taos and go skiing, actually.
David said he's looking forward to meeting you in Chicago.
David, we'll see you in the Windy City. I used to live there.
Someone's asking about New Zealand.
New Zealand, that was really, really enticing, and I sort of teased it in the Facebook group. We got an incredible number of votes for different cities in New Zealand. I even counted all the votes in New Zealand as one, because I'm dying to go there. So I wanted that excuse, and I was going to go Australia and Sydney, and then I started counting Australia and New Zealand, and then I started counting Australia plus New Zealand and seeing, but that seemed a little far-fetched because they're so far apart, and the countries are pretty big, and so it just didn't really work. That said, I will definitely be coming to Australia and New Zealand at some point, just not in November. 21 viewers now. What else, Charles? Anything else?
Someone just wants to know about the venue. You can just tell them we're going to pick
the venue. Yeah, once we have some number of people and we know how many people to expect, we'll pick a restaurant or some sort of bar or something like that that's centrally located. We want as many people to come. We don't want it to be difficult for people to access. And again, food and drinks on us, and we hope to meet you all. What else?
You want to just run through it one more time?
The list?
Yeah.
Okay.
One last time.
So,
and the number of votes.
Okay. So in case you guys missed it, we got over 175 votes. It was really close, like only 1 or 2 votes separates first place from like 4th or 5th place. We had something like 94 different global cities represented from all over the place. And if you go to our Facebook group, you'll see the map where Hardik put all the different pins, which is just amazing. That's like mind-boggling to me. And to recap, we had Toronto and Houston tied with 6 votes each. We had Las Vegas with 7 votes. We had Chicago with 8 votes. We had Los Angeles with 9 votes. And New York City with 10 votes. And if you also are just tuning in right now, check back on the YouTube channel on Thursday. There's going to be a big announcement about sort of the culmination of all of our thoughts and the direction of the short-term rentals channel and what it is that we're doing with the goal of helping as many people as possible to generate, profits and entrepreneurial opportunities. And so we're going to take tomorrow off. There will not be a video released because we're working on our release for Thursday, our big announcement on Thursday. And we really encourage you guys to check it out. We hope it's something that you find as interesting as we do. We think it's going to make a huge difference to those that are interested. What else?
Someone's in Flagstaff. They're going to come
Flagstaff.
to Vegas.
Oh, cool. Excellent. Excellent. We'd love that. Really enjoy that.
That's it.
That's it? Okay, guys. We have 22 viewers. Go ahead and like this video, please. All 22 of you right now, do me a favor, just like it. Put a comment, if you will. If there's 22 of you on here and some of you haven't subscribed, please do. I've got this internal goal of getting to 5,000. I don't know why, but it sort of matters to me. And I don't know why either, but for the last week or 10 days, it's been a little slow. So we're actually behind. We're behind by maybe 150 or so. We were tracking. We thought we were on track, and we took a little dip. So help a brother out. I'd really appreciate it. Anything else? Going once? Going twice? 3 times. I will see you all middle of November. The week of November 13th is the tentative date. That week, Monday through Friday, starting in New York City, flying to LA, LA to Vegas, Vegas to Houston, Houston to Chicago, Chicago back to New York, and then Toronto, special trip. Cool. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on the live. Please go ahead and like the video, subscribe. We'll see you soon. Check back on Thursday. Really cool, big announcement coming, and can't wait to tell you all what we're thinking. All right. Be well. Have a great day.